Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
From the Grenadian capital, this is Network News for Thursday, March 6, the day before Budget Day in Grenada. Coming up in the news, Grenadians await the 2025 budget presentation on Friday. Grenneck workers return to work. Welcome home motorcade planned for Ultimate Soca champion Blackadan on Sunday, March 9. Also in the news, regionally, Guyana sends protest letter to Venezuela on military incursion. Internationally, South Korea says military jet misdropped bombs, injuring civilians. Plus, in the sports news, Grenada's best junior players to battle for supremacy in regional table tennis championship this weekend. Good evening, I'm Kenroy Baptiste. We are reporting the day's news.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave bathroom tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. When Finance Minister Dennis Cornwall presents the 2025 budget on Friday, it will reflect an increase in recurrent expenditure over the 2024 estimates. This increase, according to information from the Ministry of Finance, is driven by increased employee compensation due to the regularization of employees. The 5% salary increase for 2025 agreed to with the public sector unions, pay parity adjustments for police officers, and pension obligations, including the past credit due amount under the new public service pension plan. Information released by the Ministry of Finance shows that the government's strategic priorities for the 2025 budget year are outlined in the medium-term action plan for 2023 to 2025. This plan is the second in a series of 5 rolling 3-year plans designed to guide the implementation of priority programs and projects aligned with the high-level strategic actions of the National Sustainable Development Plan 2030 to 2025 to 2035 and Vision 75. We can tell you too, the key priorities for the 2025 budget are reconstruction and recovery in the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl, education and skills development, youth empowerment, health and wellness, physical and digital infrastructure, agriculture, food security and the marine industry, culture and the creative industry, energy transition and environmental sustainability, economic growth, job creation and social protection, as well as citizen safety and security. Well, a just concluded 4-day retreat aimed at strengthening the regional delivery of Unleashing the Blue Economy project was attended by project teams from Grenada, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We get more in this Christina John report.
This second annual retreat, which also included representatives from the World Bank and the OECS Commission, is designed to foster collaboration, strategic planning, and operational synergy across the UBEC project implementation units in the participating countries. The primary goal of the retreat was to ensure that the project teams work together cohesively, share best practices, and address challenges to ensure the successful and efficient implementation of ongoing and upcoming projects. The UBEC project is being implemented by the Ministry of Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation and will run until 2028. Its objective is to enhance the blue economy, support economic recovery, and improve the resilience of coastal assets in participating countries while providing a quick response to the emergencies. Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, Andy Williams, encouraged participants to capitalize on the successes of each country to successfully harness the vast potential of its marine and aquatic resources.
With this project, we are not just unleashing or launching an economic initiative. We are launching a vision for a prosperous, resilient, and sustainable future. I am aware that as a region, we have been facing challenges when it comes to implementation. But let us strive on the success we have already achieved and harmonize our efforts for the overall success of this project.
In addition to the UBEC project teams, the retreat brought together a wide range of stakeholders, including specialists and experts from various sectors, crucial for the success of these initiatives. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, with responsibility for the UBEC project, Nicole Clark-Gurley, implored upon participants to make the best of the sessions.
We will focus on tangible outcomes by developing concrete action plans and initiatives to drive meaningful change that will ensure the long-term sustainability of our marine resources. The UBEC project is more than just a program. It is a movement towards a future where our oceans are healthy, our economies are prosperous, and our communities are resilient.
The Unleashing the Blue Economy project is being funded by the World Bank to the tune of US $26 million. Plus, this Ramont, one of the team leaders for the project, was in Grenada for the retreat.
It is a time, and I think that's why also the retreat is a good time, really kind of to go towards the implementation of the mainstream activity of the blue economy per se. So kind of to work with tourism, fisheries, solid waste, to have this kind of harmonious approach for kind of a comprehensive project.
The collaborative effort, which involves the World Bank and OECS Commission, aims to reinforce the region's shared commitment to effective and inclusive development. Christelina John, GBN News.
This story to report: Grenlec workers are back on the job after a tense standoff as the employer and bargaining agent agreed to arbitration for resolution of the dispute. Rena Ped-Thomas has the rest of the details.
The industrial action by Grenlec workers has ceased, with their bargaining agent, the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union, GTAU, confirming that all employees have returned to work. According to GTAU President Andrew Lewis, both parties reached a mutual agreement with the assistance of Labour Minister Claudette Joseph and are now awaiting the completion of the arbitration process.
Yes, so what gave rise to the last round of industrial action was as a result of the company moving to hire someone to fill one of the positions that remain as part of an outstanding dispute that the minister had indicated that she will send to arbitration. And we were insisting that that ought not to take place pending a full resolution of the matter. Bottom line where we are today is that we are able, through the intervention of the Labour Minister, the company has agreed that they will not be doing any hiring until the outcome of the arbitration, which should conclude by about the end of this month, the 31st of March. And as a result of that, the industrial action ceased as of yesterday evening, and the workers are all back to work, doing that which they enjoy doing, that which they have been trained to do, and that which they have committed themselves to do.
The 3-day protest by workers was in solidarity with colleagues Dwight Francis and Callista Brathwaite, who were dismissed under what the union claims were unjust circumstances. This dispute has been ongoing since 2024, with GTAU representatives stating that the Labour Minister recommended reinstatement of the workers, a recommendation that was not honoured. In a statement on Tuesday, GBN explained that it was unable to accept the Minister's recommendations and exercised its right to request arbitration as outlined in the Labour Code. In a press release issued Thursday evening, GBN confirmed that all employees have returned to work and that normal operations have resumed. The company also expressed gratitude to the Labour Commissioner and the Minister for Labour for their intervention, stating that their assistance was instrumental in reaching an agreement and bringing an end to the strike action. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Now, the Ministry of Tourism, the Creative Economy and Culture, in collaboration with Spice Mass Corporation, is finalizing plans for welcome home ceremony and motorcade for the 2025 Ultimate Soca Champion, Kenroy Blackadan Ogis. The event is scheduled for Sunday, March 9. This was disclosed today in a statement from the Ministry of Tourism, the Creative Economy and Culture. The statement also shared the Ministry's receipt of a letter from Blackadan thanking the Ministry for its support towards his performance at the Ultimate Soca Championship Final on February 20, 2025. Minister Adrian Thomas expressed congratulations to Blackadan for his outstanding performance and representation of Grenada in Trinidad and Tobago. Commendations were also expressed to Dash for continuing to represent Grenada regionally and internationally. Coming up in Network News, Dr. Keith Mitchell defends his unbeaten record amid NDC challenge. We'll be right back.
It's asking for your password.
BRANDI, the number 4, EVER?
Who's Brandy?
We're like the password that isn't your ex-girlfriend's name. CG United. Good like that.
GBN Community Partnership Initiative.
Richardson would like to give a huge thank you to GBN for funding our Positive Energy Program. Our Positive Energy Program, also known as PEP, is a community-wide initiative aimed at supporting the well-being of young people. Our Positive Energy Program will be a series of fun stress reduction activities aimed to teach children tools and skills to understand their emotions and communicate better.
GBN, energizing our community.
Grenada, it's time to feel the adrenaline and crown national champions. The Horizon National Championship 2025 is expected to be bigger, faster, and more thrilling than ever. Mark your calendars for March 15th and 16th at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. The nation's best athletes will battle for glory in electrifying races, soaring jumps, and powerful throws. Admission, finish line $30, main stand $20, bleachers $10. Speed, strength, and heart-stopping finishes. It's all happening from 11 a.m. daily. Be there to witness future Grenadian stars. Get your tickets now at Grenadian Optical, Melville Street, St. George, and Spiceland Mall Grand Anse, and GoToFed.com.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
How am I supposed to finish cooking like this? I wonder if climate change is behind all these water shortages. Time to think about the future. It's really time to invest in a proper water storage tank, you know. What water tanks you guys have available?
We have 450 gallons for a family of 3, 800 gallons for a family of 5, and 1,000 gallons for a family of 7. Purchasing any of these tanks will ensure that you have enough water stored.
Don't be like me and wait until you're out of water. Be smart. Be prepared. Invest in a proper water storage tank today.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Right Choice Promotions in association with Investment Migration Agency of Grenada, together with our Riser Credit Union, presents the inaugural Virgin Parish Relay Meet. This is the Real Mini Olympics, Saturday, March 8th. Lassages playing field in St. David. Relay action featuring the top clubs and schools from across Grenada, competing for cash prizes and more. Come see the nation's best athletes as they prepare for Intercall and Carifta Games 2025. First call to action is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, featuring live entertainment and excitement in the tug-of-war competition. Admission $10 adults, $5 children. Come to Virgin Parish, St. David on Saturday, March 8th for the Virgin Parish Relay Meet. Come share in the excitement and speed and see you there.
ACB Speed Start, Manage, Expand. Don't call me small. I'm dreaming big. I'm gonna have it all. ACB Speed Start, Manage, Expand. They came on all my competition, got the whole bag's attention. ACB, best financial solution. My business has a good reputation.
Ready for success? Call us at 444-4919 or visit us at acbonline.com to learn more.
ACB Speed.
Start, manage, expand your business today.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The expenditure for Grenada's Golden Jubilee celebrations will be laid in the House of Representatives on Friday. Grenadians are about to get a clearer understanding of what the grand fanfare to usher in Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence cost the state. The Golden Jubilee Secretariat's preliminary assessment, preliminary statement of receipts and payments shows that the committee spent less than the 15 million EC dollars allocated through the Parliament for its collective expenditure. According to the preliminary report, which will be laid in the House of Representatives on Friday, the committee received 3 installments totaling 12,660,600 EC dollars from the Ministry of Finance to fund various phases of the independence celebrations. The first transfer on October 3, 2023 was 3 million EC dollars. The second transfer on January 24, 2024 was 7 million EC dollars. And the final transfer on February 13 was 2,660,600 EC dollars. Along with government funding, the committee chaired by Dr. Wendy Crawford received a financial donation from China. According to the preliminary report, donations totaling $849,525.90 were received for the celebrations. A contribution from the People's Republic of China accounted for 95% of the total donations, $806,397.90, while the remaining 5% was contributed by the local private sector. The Golden Jubilee celebrations wrapped up in November 2024 with celebrations in the parish of St. David. Former Prime Minister and long-standing St. George Northwest Member of Parliament, Dr. Keith Mitchell, has pushed back against Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell's bold vow to break the New National Party's hold on the constituency. The Prime Minister made the declaration on Sunday at a National Democratic Congress rally at Beausejour Playing Field, located in the heart of the St. George Northwest constituency. Details in this Nisha Paul report.
First time it was won by an opposing party to Gary's when I ran, because my parents were all strong Gary supporters, so that village was all throughout. So they voted 60% and Gary got 40. The next election, our party split up in about 4 ways, so I should have lost. But because of my contact with people, I still got 70% of the votes. And I got a lot of the Gary supporters, because Gary started calling me his political son. And since then, I've not got anything less than 80%, and up the last election was 80%, and in 1991 it was 91%. So who want to come and get buried in Northwest? I welcome them.
That was Member of Parliament for St. George Northwest, Dr. Keith Mitchell, former Prime Minister and political leader of the main opposition New National Party, NNP. His reaction followed a declaration by the current Prime Minister, Deacon Mitchell, to dismantle the NNP's stronghold on the constituency, signaling a major political challenge ahead.
So to our brothers and sisters in Northwest, we understand there was some loyalty, there was some steadfastness. You endured 40 long, hard years. But we are accelerating the change. We are going to move with velocity. We're going to move like Lewis Hamilton. We will start the engine. We're starting the engine in the Northwest tonight. And when the Formula One car passes through, we're taking Northwest first. The past is the past. It's time to move. It's time to move. Good.
Addressing the remarks made by the Prime Minister, Dr. Mitchell questioned his approach to leadership, pushing back against what he described as disrespectful rhetoric towards someone who has given over 40 years of service to Grenada.
I would never allow any one of my supporters to use that language to describe, to talk with somebody who provided 40 years of service to the country. 23 years as Prime Minister of the country. And I wasn't perfect, but there must mean a lot of things that were done positively that made people continue to vote consistently for me over the period of time, and the new National Party. I think that is a testimony to the inexperience and immaturity of the present leadership of the National Democratic Congress.
Dr. Mitchell remains steadfast in defending his legacy, while Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell continues to rally support for what he envisions as a new era of leadership in Grenada. Meanwhile, Prime Ministers Roosevelt Skerritt of Dominica and Philip J. Peer of St. Lucia took the stage at Sunday's rally, lauding Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell's leadership both locally and regionally. Prime Minister Skerritt emphasized the strength of Prime Minister Mitchell's governance since his party's victory in the June 2022 general elections.
I have been around for a while, and I can tell when someone has the qualities, and as we say in local parlance, the goods, to be an exceptional leader. And I say to you tonight that you have in Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell an exceptional leader, ladies and gentlemen.
Prime Minister Peer echoed similar sentiments, highlighting his confidence in Mitchell's ability to transform Grenada's political landscape.
I visited Grenada Kairaku after the hurricane, and I said to myself, how will your country survive? But I knew we had the example of Dominica, how Dominica survived from the hurricanes. And I can tell you, these two men, to lead their countries to where they are today, after the devastation of a hurricane, they are men of supreme ability, and the region must appreciate them.
Sunday's rally, attended by scores of enthusiastic NDC supporters, reinforced the party's ambition to expand its electoral gains, with an expressed intent to win all 15 seats in the next general election. Reporting for GBN News, Nisha Paul.
Attorney at Law Anselm Clouden has joined Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves of St. Vincent and the Grenadines in calling for the resignation of Eastern Caribbean Central Bank Governor Timothy Ntwine, following revelations of a $22 million EC residence approved for the bank's governor. Clouden, who has strongly criticized the expenditure, described it as an unjustifiable misuse of taxpayer funds and endorsed Gonsalves' demand for accountability at the highest level. We have another report from Nisha Paul.
I want to endorse and adopt the revulsion and utter despicable actions as expressed by the Prime Minister of St. Vincent, Ralph Gonsalves. Thank God he's still around to at least give some supreme guidance to the conduct of such persons when they fall out of line. He's in that tradition, and I wish to adopt his recommendation, having regard to all the surrounding circumstances, that the governor of the bank should tender his resignation.
That was Attorney Anselm Clouden endorsing concerns raised by Vincentian Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves regarding the multi-million-dollar investment in a permanent residence for the governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank in St. Kitts. Beyond pushing for Ntwine's resignation, Clouden is calling for a full investigation into how the multi-million-dollar project was approved, stressing the need for transparency in the management of regional funds.
The most important step I suggest ought to be taken now is an investigation into the minutes of the meeting of the council that would have endorsed such a lavish residents at the expense of each and every taxpayer of the subscribing states within the ECCB. There's no dispute that we need a suitable residence for the governor of the bank, but not a residence that exceeds the ambit of reasonable appropriation of the region's money.
The controversy has sparked wider concerns about how the ECCB's Monetary Council allocates funds, with Clouden questioning whether the decision was made in the best interest of citizens across the Eastern Caribbean. Clouden also took aim at the stark contrast between extravagant government spending and the economic hardships many Caribbean people face.
They're custodians. They have a fiduciary relationship to us, citizens, and they cannot squander the funds that are given to them for investment purposes, transnational investment. Invest in U.S. bonds, invest in Canadian securities, and the like. And this is how our currency remains stable. So that Attorney General should look at whether it is possible to introduce some sort of legal action on the basis of misfeasance. This situation that has developed needs to be looked into by regional leaders and determine whether, in fact, a residence, well, it's akin to a palace, befitting for a king, should be used by the governor of the bank. It sends a distorted signal to the population at large, most of which are struggling people, living from day to day on their paychecks, paying their taxes, and whether their money should be squandered by those who want to acquire the type of extravagant and lavish lifestyle for themselves.
Reporting for GBN News, Nisha Paul.
Network News, we're live. We'll be right back.
No frills, just great prices, only at Courts. We don't just talk about it, we got it. Shop and save big on appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. Great deals on mattresses, plus free gift with purchase of selected Ashley items. Plus, with Ready Finance, get it now, pay later. No fine print and no tricks, only at Courts. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply. Offer runs from 25th February to 24th March 2025.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anse, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Yo, Grenada. This is your boy, Mr. Clean John. Today, I am at Nick's Barrel House. Come to take over, to give you all the best pina colada ever in Grenada. Hey, I got my coconut cream, and now I got my Rhythm coconut. The only thing that's missing now is my pineapple juice.
Let's make a pina colada. Macchiato ice.
You walk with your woman.
Amazing coconut cream, Rhythm coconut, and then pineapple chunks and blend.
Welcome to this party. You and your crew. Passing you ready.
Garnish with grated nutmeg and serve. Do enjoy.
Plus the Grenada #1 rum.
Grenada, it's time to feel the adrenaline and crown national champions. The Ariza National Championship 2025 is expected to be bigger, faster, and more thrilling than ever. Mark your calendars for March 15th and 16th at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. The nation's best athletes will battle for glory in electrifying races, soaring jumps, and powerful throws. Admission, finish line $30, main stand $20, bleachers $10. Speed, strength, and heart-stopping finishes. It's all happening from 11 a.m. daily. Be there to witness future Grenadian stars. Get your tickets now at Grenadian Optical, Melville Street, St. George, and Spiceland Mall, Grand Anse, and GoToFed.com.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Government, in collaboration with the Chinese Agricultural Mission under Phase 8 of the Grenada-China Technical Agricultural Cooperation, is preparing to commission a new tissue culture laboratory to enhance tissue culture operations at propagation stations. An approximate sum of $700,000 was invested in the construction and outfitting of the laboratory located at the Mirabel Propagation Station. The tissue culture laboratory is expected to be handed over soon. The intention is to boost production of local root and staple crops by increasing the amount of high-quality planting material in a short time. Additionally, and of significant importance, tissue culture produces disease-free plants, which will help in the fight against the spread of aggressive and potentially damaging pests. The government of Grenada said it is committed to meeting the established targets and obligations under the CARICOM 25 by 25 initiative, aimed at reducing food importation in the region by 25% by the year 2025. This aligns with the OECS FAST strategy endorsed by Grenada and other OECS member countries as an urgent action plan to promote food security, self-reliance, and agricultural development in the region. This story to report: the Division of Gender and Family Affairs is extending this year's celebration of International Women's Day from 1 day to several months, with the aim of making it more meaningful and impactful. More from Christina John.
Beijing Plus 30 International Women's Day 2025 is being celebrated as a historic milestone. Jacinta Alexis, Senior Program Officer in the Division of Gender and Family Affairs in the Ministry of Social and Community Development, explained what this means.
Every year, but for this year, 2025, it's a historic milestone because we are commemorating 30 years of the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action, which is essentially the framework for global gender equality agenda. Now, this anniversary that we're celebrating in 2025 is basically we are looking at how do we reaffirm our commitments, our commitment to women's economic participation, our commitment to leadership, our commitment to violence prevention.
International Women's Day will be celebrated on Saturday, March 8th, 2025, under the local theme, Empowering Change, Accelerating Action for Gender Equality. Alexis said the focus this year is shifting from awareness to action, ensuring that the momentum for Beijing Plus 30 is translated into real-world progress. Their plan, she added, is to extend activities beyond March into December 2025 as they seek deeper engagement and greater impact.
So why Beijing Plus 30 matters? We are looking to push ourselves to the extreme of saying, you know what, we want to move from just doing advocacy, which is important, but we want to translate that into action, because we know that we have achieved a lot from 1995 to now in terms of our achievement of actions taken to amplify women's achievements. But we also recognize that we still have challenges when it comes to economic crises, when it comes to climate change, and when it comes to social inequalities. So to make this meaningful, we want to push the agenda of focusing on economic empowerment, inclusive leadership, social protection, and gender-responsive infrastructure.
Alexis highlighted some of the activities that will be held throughout the coming months, which will include a farmers market, a creative talent showcase, empowering change, social media campaigns, and advocacy, among others.
Starting on the 25th and 26th of March, we are doing an economic empowerment forum where the focus would be on business development. And then on the 25th and 26th, and then the 27th and 28th, we will be moving to Belmont Estate to continue training with women in the north as well. The April 3rd, we are looking at doing a Women in Leadership Cafe, and it has a focus of the STEM as well.
It's more than a celebration, Alexis says. It's a call to action. Christina John, GBN News.
Before the break, Grenada's border security system received a capacity boost with the arrival of new automated passport kiosks. Rena Pitt-Thomas is going to tell us about that.
The government of Grenada received 6 automated passport control kiosk machines Thursday morning as part of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean State, OECS, Border Management Enhancement Program. This initiative is designed to strengthen border security by improving the region's border management infrastructure. The OECS Commission is enhancing various security systems, including border management system, online ED forms, and other passenger processing technologies. Director General of the OECS, Dr. Didicus Jules, noted that with funding from the European Union, over €1 million was invested in acquiring kiosks for several OECS member states, including Grenada.
With the support of the European Union, and I'm happy that there's a high representative of the EU here, the regional integration through growth harmonization and technology, what we refer to as the RIGHT project, has invested €1.52 million in the procurement of the kiosks that you see here for several OECS member states, namely Grenada, Montserrat, and St. Lucia. Grenada today is receiving 6 of the 20 kiosk machines procured for the 3 OECS member states previously mentioned. With these investments, the number of kiosk machines within the OECS increases to 29, and a total of 4 OECS member states will be using such technology.
The kiosk will provide a secure, effective and efficient process for arriving passengers in Grenada, assisting immigration authorities in identifying and recording travelers. Dr. Jules further explained the significance of this initiative for the region.
Governments of the OECS and the Commission have prioritized the implementation of automation at the ports of entry for several reasons. To strengthen border security, that is, reduce the cases of border security infringements, to improve data collection, to enhance tourism competitiveness through reduced passenger wait times, and to make our ports of entry traveler-friendly, a feature noted among the best ports in the world. Just think Dubai. Hence, the implementing automation at the ports of entry is important, as the experience of the traveler starts at the point of entry, and every effort should be taken to make this experience an excellent, flawless, and memorable one.
Grenada's Prime Minister, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, highlighted the positive impact of the kiosk, not only for Grenadians, but also for visitors.
Machines, first and foremost, good for Grenadians and for the citizens of the OECS and the citizens of CARICOM. And for small economies, the deployment of automation and the use of technology is perhaps the single biggest advantage that we can actually use to overcome some of the challenges that otherwise would not be overcomable. So I want to first urge our citizens to embrace the technology, to use it, because it will certainly make your life easier, and it will certainly allow us to redeploy some of our immigration resources to better use. But naturally, we are in a tourism and service-driven economy, service-driven region, and we want to demonstrate to the world that it's not just the sea and the sand and the hotels, but the underlying infrastructure that drives our economy is also modernizing and is also seeking to provide the best experience to our guests and visitors.
The new kiosk brings to 8 the number of automated passport kiosks in Grenada as the country further modernizes border security and enhances travel efficiency. Rena Pett-Thomas, GBN News.
Sports news after the break.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Good evening, sporting fans. The 5th edition of the LQ Sports Junior Table Tennis Tournament will serve off at the National Youth and Cultural Center in Montrouge, St. George from March 7 to 9, 2025. Junior table tennis players from St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Dominica, and host Grenada will do battle over this weekend in singles, doubles, and mixed team events, newly introduced for the first time since the existence of the tournament. We can tell you too, the competition includes boys and girls under 13, under 15, and under 19 singles, open boys and girls doubles, and the mixed team, who comprises a minimum of 3 players and a maximum of 5 players. The founder and sponsor of LQ Sports, Wilbur Thomas, is very excited about this year's competition, as some of the region's top junior junior table tennis players will be on show. The tournament director is Jason Stanislaus, senior table tennis coach in the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Night basketball fans are continuing to enjoy the thrill and excitement of action in the SBL Andy Williams Super League. Here's all we can tell you. 2 games are on the cards for tomorrow night. Police will clash with Sparklers, while Southside Legends will lock horns with Titans on the Grandends Basketball Hard Court from 6:30 p.m. The action then moves to Friday when 3 matches are down for viewing. Tornadoes JP will come up again. Southern Elites will come up against Southern Elites, while Spartans will go head-to-head against Spotlight 2. Game 3 on the evening will feature Spotlight clashing with Sparklers. Police will clash with Sparklers, while Southside Legends will lock horns with Titans, and so on. We do apologize there for that mix-up with that story. But let's move on now for the time being, and to bring up to speed, West Indies captain Hayley Matthews once again proved her immense value with both bat and ball as she played a pivotal role in Mumbai Indians' 6-wicket victory over Up Warriors in their Women's Premier League clash in Lucknow on Thursday. Matthews first struck with the ball, taking 2 for 25 in her 4 overs as she partnered with Amelia Kerr, 5 for 38, to put the brakes on Up Warriors, restricting them to 150. She then delivered a blistering 46 balls, 68, decorated with 8 fours and 2 sixes to power Mumbai Indians to 153 for 4 with 9 balls to spare. It was Matthews' second half-century of the tournament, both ironically coming against this same opponent. Sent into bat, Up Warriors knew a win was crucial to keep their playoffs hopes alive, and openers Grace Harris and Georgia Vall came out with intent. We can tell you the two put on a rapid 74-run partnership which set a solid foundation. West Indies star all-rounder Deandra Dottin became the first player to be sold and the second most expensive player in the mini auction for the 2025 Women's Premier League, as she was purchased by the Gujarat Giants for a staggering $200,000. The 33-year-old cricketer brings a wealth of experience in the shortest format of the game, having played 132 T20 internationals with a tally of 2,817 runs, including 2 centuries and 12 half-centuries. Dottin's acquisition marked the second highest purchase of the auction, with the Giants also spending around $224,000 on uncapped Indian player Simran Sheikh. Dottin's sale as the first player under the hammer in the mini auction is a significant milestone in her illustrious career. Interestingly, this is not the first time Dottin has been associated with the Gujarat Giants, as she was initially signed by the franchise for approximately $71,000 before the inaugural WPL season. However, in a controversial move, she was released just days before the tournament began in 2023. The aggressive right-handed batter has long been a trailblazer in women's cricket. She was the first woman to score a century in T20 internationals, achieving the feat with a 38-ball 100 against South Africa during the 2010 T20 World Cup, a record that remains the fastest century by a woman in the format. Her return to the WPL under the Gujarat Giants banner highlights her enduring appeal and status as one of the game's most dynamic players. Alrighty, so we can indeed return to this story to, of course, let you know what's going on. The 5th edition of the LQ Sports Junior Table Tennis Tournament will be serving off at the National Youth and Cultural Centre in Monroe, St. George from March 7 to 9, 2025. Junior table tennis players from St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Dominica and host Grenada will do battle over this weekend in singles, doubles and mixed team events, newly introduced for the very first time ever since the existence of the tournament. We can tell you too, the competition includes boys and girls under 13, under 15 and under 19 singles, open boys and girls doubles, and the mixed team, who comprises a minimum of 3 players and a maximum of 5 players. Tornadoes JP will come up against Southern Elites, while Spartans will go head-to-head against Spotlight 2. Game 3 in the evening will feature Spotlight clashing with Sparklers. Police will clash with Sparklers, while Southside Legends will lock horns with Titans on the Grandans basketball court from 6:30 p.m. The action then moves to Friday, when 3 matches, of course, are down for viewing. We can tell you Tornadoes JP will come up against Southern Leeds, while Spartans will go head-to-head against Spotlight 2. Game 3 of the evening will feature Spotlight clashing with Sparklers. That is the sports news for now. As concerns grow over Venezuela's recent incursion, the Guyanese government said this latest action has done nothing but pose a threat to the peace, good order and security of the sovereign territory of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana and the stability of Latin America and the Caribbean. Guyana also said it views this maneuver as highly provocative and is concerned about the persistence of the government of Venezuela in encroaching on Guyana's land and maritime territory.
The government of Guyana has formally dispatched a letter of protest to the government of Venezuela following the incursion by the Venezuelan Coast Guard in Guyana's waters last Saturday. In the letter, the government said it reminded Venezuela that all the activities which the government of Guyana has authorized to be undertaken in its exclusive economic zone are entirely within the maritime areas pertinent to the sovereign coastal territory of Guyana, as defined by the arbitral award of 1899, which established the frontier between British Guyana and Venezuela. Further, it said, consistent with well-established principles of international law in respect of the maritime area, Guyana enjoys sovereignty up to 12 nautical miles in the territorial sea and sovereign rights beyond the 12 nautical miles in the exclusive economic zone and the continental shelf. The Guyana government said the latest action by Caracas has done nothing but pose a threat to the peace, good order, and security of the sovereign territory of Guyana and the stability of Latin America and the Caribbean. The government of Guyana made it clear that Guyana views the maneuver by Venezuela as highly provocative and is concerned by the persistence of the government of Venezuela in encroaching on Guyana's land and maritime space territory.
Further afield, at least 15 people have been injured after 2 South Korean fighter jets accidentally dropped their bombs outside a training range during live-fire drills with U.S. forces. The Defense Ministry said initial findings indicated the accident was caused by a pilot inputting incorrect bombing coordinates.
Surveillance camera footage obtained by a local broadcaster shows the moment the village was accidentally bombed. The South Korean Air Force says 2 of its fighter jets dropped 8 bombs outside the designated firing range, resulting in the damage and casualties. A number of bases and training areas are located in the mountainous Gyeonggi province near the demilitarized zone border with North Korea. They've provoked protests from local communities unhappy about living in close proximity to live fire exercises.
I demand concrete measures be taken to prevent any recurrence of civilian casualties. Until adequate and acceptable safety measures are implemented, I call for an immediate suspension of all military training activities.
This drill is linked to the annual Freedom Shield exercises between US and South Korean forces due to start next week.
What we are doing right now is building our readiness, our capability, and our interoperability to ensure that we can defend the Republic of Korea against any threat.
The drills come at a time of heightened tensions with North Korea, which says they're a prelude to war, and coincide with the arrival of the US aircraft carrier Carl Vinson in Korean waters, condemned by Kim Yo-jong, the influential sister of North Korea's leader, as part of a policy of confrontation by the US. There's also a growing uncertainty about Washington's position on its military presence on the peninsula. In his first term, President Donald Trump cancelled the joint drills and has demanded South Korea pays more for the soldiers based here. Asked about the future of these exercises, the Joint Military Command has responded, ask the White House. Rob McBride, Al Jazeera, Seoul.
A reminder of the headlines right after this. Reminder of the headlines. Grenadians await the 2025 budget presentation on Friday. Grenneck workers return to work. Welcome home motorcade planned for ultimate soca champion Black Adan on Sunday, March 9. Also in the news regionally, Guyana sends protest letter to Venezuela on military incursion. Internationally, South Korea says military jet misdropped bombs, injuring civilians. Plus in the sports news, Grenada's best junior players to battle for supremacy in regional table tennis championship this weekend. We wish them the very best. That's it from us. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. Thank you for having chosen GBN. Good night.